Our next performer recently has performed at the Ice House, which is out in California. You guys heard of it? California? Also finished taping an episode of Comedy Time TV from San Diego. Please warmly welcome Dustin Nickerson. Dustin Nickerson.
Thank you. All right. My name's Dustin Nickerson. I got this mole on my face. Let's go ahead and talk about it. I know y'all seen it. I know you guys saw it. You guys, mostly as adults, though, you have the self-control that most small children lack not to make a big scene. When you got something on your face, a little kid doesn't know what to do with it. Their little bodies can't handle it. A lot of time, a little kid will come up and maybe try and wipe it off, not going anywhere. A lot of time, they'll come and try and pull it off and get increasingly more scared as it just stretches out. Some kids think it's like a button, you know, that'll like activate me into fun mode. No. I had an actual 2-year-old come up to me, little James, right? And he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, what's on your face?" That was his opening question. "Hey, what's on your face?" And I said, "Easy, kid. I know your parents, and they don't love you as unconditionally as you think they do at this stage in your life. And this thing on my face, it's called a mole." And I kid you not, he looks back at me and says, "It's not a mole. It's an apple." The thing on my face that you asked a question about is not what I said it was, but it's an apple because you're 2, and you should know what an apple is by 2. So I say, "Hey, kid, what kind of weird raisins you been eating in your house?" Oh, I told that joke wrong. "What kind of weird apples have you been eating in your house, kid?" I've been Dustin Nickerson. Thank you so much, everybody. And we have this dialogue, and we go back and forth. I say, no, James. No, James. It's not an apple. It's a mole. And with all the confidence in the world, he looks right back at me and says, no. It's not a mole. It's an apple. And he dropped his little kid mic, and he walked out of the room. It's like, man, where'd this kid get so much confidence? And it hit me. You know whose fault this is? Not the parents. It's Dora the Explorer's fault. Don't know if you guys are familiar with Dora the Explorer. She is a little small child who likes to educate children on Nickelodeon Junior. She likes to ask her audience a lot of questions. But the problem is, no matter what that kid says back in the house, Dora always tells them that they're right. This is how this goes down in my household. Dora will be like, "There are 2 crabs here, and there are 3 crabs here. How many total crabs are there?" And my little girl will go, "Ice cream." What's Dora say? "Muy bien. Very good." I go, no. There are 5 crabs, and this is a mole, not an apple. Don't want you growing up with all that kind of false confidence. Now, aside from my mole, I'm a very average guy. Not too tall, not too short, not too fat, not too skinny. I got cool glasses, but I got them at Costco. I like to consider myself the Toyota Corolla of people. You see, nobody's embarrassed to have a Toyota Corolla, but nobody's proud of it. Nobody's Facebook profile pic is them and their new Toyota Corolla. No, I'm average. Toyota Corolla is the most sold car in America, and you literally can't name one person that has one. Some of you are asking yourself right now, do I own a Toyota Corolla? That sounds kind of familiar. Very average. I'm also a very average father. Remember when my son was first born, it's this amazing moment. You know, I hold the kid. My wife goes, "How does he look?" And I go, Not a good start. She goes, "What?" And I go, "He looks just like my dad." She goes, "What do you mean? Like he resembles your dad?" I was like, "No, it looks like my dad's current 65-year-old face was put on a baby. We've given birth to Benjamin Button." I didn't even know how that happened. I have a 6-year-old boy now and a 3-year-old girl, and I have some fun conversations with him. My 6-year-old boy, he's got a mouth on him. I want to teach him like some jazz singing because I would prefer that to some of the things that come out of his mouth. He comes up to me the other day and he says, "Hey, Dad, what do you know about Abraham Lincoln?" I was like, "Okay, I haven't studied this for about 20 years, but you're in kindergarten, so I should win this little knowledge battle that we're about to have, you know?" And I go, he was the 16th president. He was on the penny and the $5 bill, and he freed the slaves. What's up, son? What's up? And he goes, is that all you know? I said, until I see that movie, yes, that is all I know. Move along, son. And I try and impress my son. You know, you want your boy to admire you. So I was telling him the other day, I said, hey, Dad. Or, hey, Dad, I addressed my son as Dad. That was a little weird. You guys ever heard of California? That's where I'm from. It's nice out there. Give it up for these other comedians tonight, huh? They are a riot. Gosh, they're funny. You guys didn't know that I came up and amateur hour started. Nice flannel, nerd. That's what you should say. That's what you should say. I said, hey, son, because he's my son, not my father, though as a child he resembled my father. We covered that about 2 minutes ago when the jokes were going well. Gosh. I'm so sorry, John. I'm so sorry. Thanks for having me. Never going to be allowed on this side of the Mississippi again. Gosh. I say, hey, son. I said, hey, son, last night your dad was in a comedy club. A comedy club, trying to get his admiration. He's like, whatever, Dad, that's cool. I'm in like 7 clubs. Man, what clubs are you in? Goes, I'm in the Fast Kids Club, the Superhero Kids Club, the Abraham Lincoln Club. I was like, I want to get in that one and know some of that. And I kid you not, he said to me, he said, yeah, you know, the cool kids, they're starting a new club, and they asked me to be the president of that club, but I had to be like, sorry, guys, I'm too busy right now. I'm in too many clubs. I was like, man, I want to be like you when I grow up, buddy. I haven't said no to a club yet. That is amazing. That is amazing. I'll tell you a story. When the kids, they work together, things go real weird real quick. I walked into my backyard about 6-7 weeks ago, and for some weird return to Eden situation, both my kids were naked. Gets a lot weirder after that. My son had taken about 200 of my golf tees, put them in a little mountain form, and he had pooed on my golf tees. My 3-year-old girl is stepping up to the plate. She's about to make her contribution to the whole situation. And I said, what are you doing? And in unison, they said, we're making a volcano. And I froze because I didn't know what the next move was, you know? 6-year-old's got some going down the leg. Beeline into the trampoline. Problem. I want to stop that. 3-year-old about to make her contribution. Want to stop that. I'm thinking about the mess itself. And how do you clean that up, you know? No broom and mop, like I'm going to borrow the neighbor's shop vac and apologize, you know? You'd be like, hey, would you clean up with this? Volcano? Volcano. So I did what any good husband would do is I went inside. Yeah. I let about 2 minutes pass. And I said, hey, honey, could you go check on the kids? All right, guys, I'm Dustin Nickerson. Thanks so much for...
Dustin Nickerson, there he goes.